A former WWE superstar who was released from the company is set to debut in MLW. Also, we're going to talk about some WWE AAA announcements, and we are going to talk about AEW in another video game, and surprisingly, who might be working on that one. It's all coming up right here on the Ango Show. If you guys want more videos like this, don't forget to click that subscribe button and ring that bell. This way you never miss a video on the channel. I want to kick things off with WWE and AAA. Guerra de Titanes. I probably pronounced that wrong. If I do, you guys can correct me in the chat. But obviously, this is a massive event for WWE and AAA. December 20th, the event is going down. AAA has confirmed that the Los Americanos, Bravo and Rayo, will battle Mr. Iguana and Nino Hamburguesa, Octagon Jr. and La Parca, and LWO's Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde in a fatal four-way tag team match. The show is also set to include some very interesting stuff with Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio. We have Dominic and El Grande Americano facing the Lucha Bros. Rey Mysterio set to be there. El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. will defend the AAA Latin American Championship against Ethan Page. There's also another big announcement with the Carnival of Carnage match, which will be the Wyatt Six, Uncle Howdy, Dexter Loomis, Joe Gacy, Eric Rowan. They will collide with Psycho Circus. And then basically Dragon Lee and Vikingos in a match that's also been announced. They're basically loading this card. And December 20th, Guadalajara. Ticket sales seem to be very impressive so far. This is a very, very big time card. They've also revealed that Laredo Kid will defend his Cruiserweight Championship against Jack Cartwheel from WWE Evolve and Javon Evans from NXT. Natalia Natty Neidhart is going to be tag teaming with Lola Vice, Fabi Apache against Las Toxicas, which is Lady Flamir, La Hydra, and Maravilla. So obviously, look, man, like these are pretty big announcements. This is really big for AAA, really big for WWE. We're going to see kind of what they do moving forward. It's just like, this is huge, bro. This is huge. And I think at the end of the day, for WWE and AAA, it's important that you go out swinging for the fences. You got to make a really big show, have some viral moments, do things that are going to get people talking. Because right now, what's happening with AAA is working. Lucha Libre, CMLL, AAA, like these companies are really impressive right now. And I think as a wrestling fan, it makes it much more enjoyable and a much more fun experience. And we'll see what happens. That brings us to our next topic, AEW and Acclaim. Could they be working together? Well, we should probably talk about it because Matt Black from WrestleZone.com had a really great article about this. Acclaim Entertainment filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy in September 2004. This is a company that recently came back. And obviously, there's been a lot of stuff with Jeff Jarrett being involved with Acclaim. And there's been rumors of AEW doing another video game. And basically, Jeff Jarrett did this interview. He spoke with WrestleZone. And when asked about Acclaim's history with wrestling video games, could it lead to a partnership with AEW down the line? Jeff Jarrett actually goes on to tease that. He says, when I was brought onto the board of Acclaim, real quickly, the discussion turned into how are we going to work with the indie developers and create platforms? And we're going to do everything we can to support this community and be strategic about the game. So wrestling wasn't mentioned, but as the weeks and months roll along, it always comes up now. And I think you said it best right there. Not just Acclaim, but the video game industry and professional wrestling. They go back 35, 40 years. So it's kind of in the DNA of gamers and professional wrestling fans. I think at some point it'll come around. Right now, it is not at the top of the priority list. Of course, I'm always rooting for it to be, but it isn't at this point, but I could see it in the future. Those were the words from Jeff Jarrett. I like the idea of AEW doing another video game. I think pro wrestling needs more video games. I think 2K26, 2K27, 2K28, whatever the future holds, just simply isn't enough. I think 2K does a really good job with WWE video games, but I think there just needs to be more options. And I loved AEW Fight Forever. I continue to love AEW Fight Forever. Yes, it has its shortcomings, but I just think in general, professional wrestling games are good. And there's a lot that we have not received yet, man. Like, it's kind of annoying talking about it, but we have not seen new games being dropped. And, you know, the wrestling code was supposed to be a thing. UPW is supposed to be a thing. But when do these games come out? We don't know. And it's frustrating, to say the least. So AEW, hopefully they figure it out. AEW video game with Acclaim could be really good, man. And you got to remember, AEW has their engine that they've had before, so that's a very big deal. Jeff Jarrett clearly on the board of directors for Acclaim, and then you have to wonder what is the situation, because he's obviously with AEW. What's the situation there? Can he bridge the gap between the two? I think it's possible. It's something I would look forward to. It's something I would be excited about. I think deep down inside, we are a long ways away until AEW does another video game. And that brings us to our final topic. Ladies and gentlemen, Carl Anderson from WWE, from the Good Brothers, has been announced for his MLW debut. MLW has issued the following press release. They've revealed that Carl Anderson makes his MLW Battle Riot debut January 29th in Kissimmee, Florida. Major League Wrestling will have Battle Riot at this event. This is obviously a very big deal. Battle Riot is always a fun event. You know, this is one of those things where this will be his first ever Battle Riot. And, you know, the truth is he's probably not going to win. But this is a guy who is awesome. This is a guy who, surprisingly, I'm shocked that we haven't seen the Good Brothers in AEW. And I do want to throw that out there. I thought we'd see them in AEW by now. They've not been in AEW. They've not been in TNA. The more that this stuff happens, I guess is fine. You know, MLW is loading up their cards. They're signing the talent. They're doing things. There's a lot that has to be done, man, and they just haven't done it yet, and we'll see when they get there. But deep down inside, I think MLW just has a lot of potential if they really work on it. Hopefully they do work on it. I would like to see them work on it. I don't know if they will. I don't know what they will do. I don't know what to expect. And that's what makes things very tricky with this company. They have all the potential in the world, but sometimes I just feel like maybe they're not doing enough. And that's always a possibility. That's always a possibility. Who knows, man? But I'm excited for the future of professional wrestling. I'll keep you guys updated along the way on the future of professional wrestling. And if you guys want more videos like this, make sure you guys click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.